Hello, Facebook friends. I am Lisa Krikawa of Krikawa Jewelry, and I'm here with Nicole Kilborn Dillon. Sorry.
Hi. No, you're good. That's good. Sales manager at Krikawa, recently married, so it's switching over the last name.
So which one do you go by? That's
Both.
the magic question. Both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Hyphened. Kilborn Dillon. Yeah.
Kilborn Dillon. Okay. All right, Kilborn Dillon. We are here to show you guys some really fun case studies of some rings that we have made. And as I was preparing these two different dream boards so that I could show on Facebook, and I realized they were both LGBTQ couples. And so it's really fun because I have an engagement ring set, so 2 engagement rings for one couple, and it was 2 wedding bands for the other couple. So without further ado, I am going to go on and, oh, we got somebody in there. Nope, they left. So without further ado, I am going to go ahead and show you what they are. So we will start with, I'm going to share my screen. We're going to start with the engagement ring sets. So this young lady came to us and she was looking for a beautiful engagement ring for her beloved. Nicole, this was your client. Do you want to tell me a little bit about when she, what she wanted?
Mm-hmm. She came in and she had kind of a blend of styles. She was eclectic and she wanted something really unique. She liked different elements of styles. Her personal style, I would say, is eclectic, and she was very laid back, relaxed, and she wanted to, her girlfriend is also a very laid back, relaxed person, so she wanted to incorporate sort of the beauty of the world in their designs.
And so she wanted something inspired by a mandala, right?
Yep.
And then loved the sunset colors as shown in that ring on the upper left-hand corner there. And so these were a couple of her inspirational images and ours that we sort of pulled together to create a little a storyboard for her ring.
Yep.
Right? And so we went through quite a lot of different design ideas, but this really shows the color palette that she was looking for. She really wanted to pull in some of those oranges and blues. We decided to go with sapphire for hardness, the orange and the blue sapphire, and then white diamond and rose gold for the metal. So she thought at first that she might want to go with some side stones. So this was one of the first sketches we came up with for her. And then she decided she really just liked a more pure mandala. And because she wanted colored stones around the center stone, and because they're rare peach sapphires, and she wanted some unique shapes, we actually had to pull in a collection of peach sapphires and design the top of the ring around what was available and what we could get to match. So these were some of the layouts I did for her to look at and to choose from, and ultimately she picked this one in the middle. And then this image down here in the corner sort of showed her scale on a band. Now, where does she live? Do you remember, Nicole?
Yep, she lives in Florida. So she's from Tucson originally.
Okay.
And then she was visiting family when she was in town, and then she currently resides in Florida with
Florida. So, and this was all done remotely. She didn't do any of this. So we created these pictures for her. Here were a couple others with some larger stones. So this was the layout she picked, and then here was the first sketch just to show how the prongs, how the front view was going to be, which she approved. From that point, we went to the rendering. You can see here how pretty the under gallery is, and this again just shows the 3D version of what it looked like. And then for herself, this is her ring, right?
Yes. No, this is her ring. Yes.
This is her ring. So she wanted to pull in. She wanted to keep it mostly white, but pull in just a little bit of the orange sapphire. Mm-hmm. And so this is their final rings. What a beautiful set that made.
Mm-hmm. Sunrise and sunset mandalas. They were beautiful.
Really, really stunning. Okay, awesome. Anything else you want to add about her or her experience?
Yeah, she was an amazing customer to work with as well. I think with this one, what was so unique was the suite of this was my first time building a ring around the accent stones because of the rarity of the accent stones. So that was a fun perspective to do that. From everything else could be added, center stone, design, but it really came down to what was available because of how rare these colors were.
You've got that knocking that's happening on the audio.
Got it.
Okay, so yeah, that was really, really rare, challenging way to go about building a ring too, is working from what's available. Anyway, they really turned out beautifully. Well done. Okay, the next one I'm going to show is another couple just wanted wedding bands. So this couple, these two women, just wanted some wedding bands for themselves. And so I'm actually just going to start with this. So as I was working with them, this was my couple. I was working with them directly, and they really didn't have an idea of what they wanted, except for their original wedding bands had the Hawaiian palm leaves, or had some kind of Hawaiian leaf on it. And they didn't really want to redo those, but they had worn down quite a bit, and they wanted to celebrate an anniversary. And so, so we talked about all different kinds of things that they could do, and finally ended up on our amazing journey bands. Journey bands are always custom. Well, everything we do is custom, made from scratch. However, journey bands are really different every single time because it's the journey of their life. So they decided to start with this image. They met in Seoul. Wait, that's how you say it, right? Mm-hmm. Seoul. And so this was the tower was really important, and the city, and then this symbol, which I believe says Seoul in Japanese. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. It's the symbol that they actually provided. So, and then they moved to Hawaii, and they got tattoos. And so we put the sun there and the water. And this was actually a photograph that they sent. And then their next stop in their journey together was moving to Tucson. And rather than showing cactus, one really important moment for them was being able to see the hot air balloons from their backyard. So this again was a picture that they provided. What I did is I laid it together in a layout, kind of unrolling the ring. And so this is the canvas of the ring. And then this represents a very important kitty cat that they had. So we went back and forth with a few different graphic layouts. And once they approved this, then we moved on to a rendering. And so this was the rendering. And the rendering really only shows blocks. It kind of shows how the rings were laid out. The two rings were identical, but this just shows sort of different angles, except for the size, of course. They're a little bit different sizes. And then, so they saw that and they approved that. And when the jewelers went to make it, we really did hand engraving, just such beautiful work on these rings. It was unbelievable. Cindy, one of our oldest jewelers, well, not old by age, but she's been with us the longest time. She did all the engraving on these. So you can see the detail on the city and on the palm leaves and on the hot air balloons and the water. I mean, it was just really absolutely gorgeous. And the couple really wanted that differentiation of the background, the darkened background with the bright sculptural foreground. And so a lot of depth and sculptural quality to these rings. And you love them, huh, Nicole?
I do. These are fantastic. And we get a lot of interest in our mountain bands in general, create a lot of interest and stir, because you can create whatever mountain ranges or landscape ranges that you want. But this journey ring takes it to the next level because it tells a bit of a story along with it. Yeah,
the mountain ring, so this is kind of where they started, right? Mm-hmm. Is doing these custom mountain range rings. And this was the Tucson Mountains, so the Catalinas. This shows the jeweler. This is actually Cindy. She's hand engraving on a ring. This shows the process here of how, for this one particular client, they wanted Mokame in the sky, and we colorized it in a few different ways. This was the image that we used for the mountains. And then this, you know, here's a close-up of a bear catching a salmon. I mean, this detail is tiny. So that's that.
Gorgeous. I love these.
Those are the case studies for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And everybody, stay well, stay happy, and we'll see you again next week.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks, Nicole. Bye.